important stuff about this video is, and I know what people are actually gonna... Oh, shit. Oh, okay. It's still broadcasting my microphone. Trying to fix the volume. I know people are coming in here for anonymous Agony Info, so I'm gonna just spit that out first and get it over with, and not make you watch me play a video game. Shit. Hold on a minute. Oh my god, how do I adjust the volume of this crap? Okay, give me a minute, guys. I'm having technical issues. Oh well, I'll just deal with it. Okay, anyways. I did record that podcast for Anonymous Agony. I just had circumstances happen. And this time I have good reasons, because my mother died. Yeah, she had cirrhosis of liver, because she drank too much. Speaking of which, I'm drinking alcohol. You know, I'm trying to die, obviously. But no, for real. First person I know that's ever died, and it was my mother. So, yeah, kind of a shock to my system. On top of my mother dying, I had a crazy stripper roommate. That was a whole situation. That was a whole situation. And I had to inherit my mother's, orphan animals. She had lots of dogs. So now I have, instead of one cat, like 5 dogs. Or 1 dog, 2 cats trying to fuck constantly, and then another crazy cat, and then another cat I can hardly ever find. So, yeah, I got some shit going on. But, like I said, the podcast for Anonymous Agony is recorded. I talked about the future of the game. Apparently the semi-version of the full script leaked, which, I don't know how complete it was. Obviously, it was apparently fairly complete, because I read some of the comments about it. I don't know, I think it was mostly complete. I think I remember the version that leaked. But, like I said, the writing for that game is done. All the artwork, no, sorry, 2/3 of the artwork is done. All the music is done. Most of the systems are finished, and I just had to get illustrations for the episodes. And the voice actors, most of the voice actors are still around. I had auditions up, and they're done. Like, I'm done getting submissions. I just haven't cast some of the recasts yet. I also went to jail for something authentic this year in 2020. I was driving a lime green moped illegally. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I'm guilty. I did that shit. You know, you don't drive through Gulf Breeze. They don't play games, man. Like, they think they're like FBI agents. Like, bro, I'm on a lime green moped with the front taped together. My life is already not going good. Leave me alone, bro. Anyways, that podcast is coming. Nothing's canceled. Pretty much, I'm going to open the doors to the design document and other things with the game, so you guys can have, you know, you can just look inside the process. I've got a lot more help now, and I inherited a house from my dead alcoholic mother, who's a ghost now. So, you know, it actually hurts me a lot emotionally. I'm just kind of trying to be indifferent to it. And I feel like if I make stupid jokes about it, it won't hurt me. It's not working, but I'm going to keep doing it anyways, because, you know, that's just what I'm going to do. So like I said, I have a house now, it's paid off, I don't have to pay rent, which is great, and I can actually focus on the game now if I can, you know, get the reins on my crazy ADD. But, it's a process. But, expect that podcast by Monday, and I say by Monday, maybe. Like, it will be out by Wednesday for sure. We're having a crazy garage sale at my mom's house. She had a lot of shit to sell, so it's a lot to go through. Okay, anyways, with Anonymous Agony Info out of the way, podcast is coming, it's recorded, lots of info, and lots of public, lots of public stuff is going to be just given. I'm just going to open the doors to lots of things so people can just watch and see the process and know for a fact that progress is being made, especially with the design document, because it's extensive. So, I'm going to probably release it via Google Doc. So you can just... Oh, I'm going to mention Johnny, too. Oh, yeah, that asshole. Oh, going to give all the info about that dude and what actually went on with that situation. I kind of just wanted to watch the situation for a while. But yeah, I go into depth about that. Okay, anyways, enough of that. That's coming. This is Genshin Impact. I'm just recording some pre-review footage. I'm going to splice this together later. Genshin Impact is a free game on PS4. And I know some people hate the gacha thing. You know, you can pay real money to get shit and make wishes and get shit, etc., etc. But the game's actually a lot more than that. I've gotten this is how many characters I have, and I have roughly 1/6 of them, and they're really cool. Only 4 of these characters are story-based. This is the main character, who can be a girl or a guy, depending on your choice, and her element can also change, which is cool. Let me go through them real quick. Let's see. The characters are extremely flashy and, like, appealing to look at. The menu is extremely extravagant. Like, if you look at every character, they have different poses for their weapons. It's just really appealing to look at. Like, collecting the characters is amazing, just to see what they do. You can equip artifacts, which I think there's 5 slots, and each artifact has different skills, which you can level up each artifact, which leveling up an artifact gives it more skills, random skills, upgrades to skills already on it. You combine the right set of artifacts, you get different sets of bonuses, like Traveling Doctor, I can't read that word, Berserker, and it's cool. It's extremely fun. You can combine old artifacts together to level them up, which is like the +3, +3, +4. It's extremely addicting. Each character has a skill tree, talents that are unique, profiles which you can unlock story, and updates depending on how high their friendship level is. You can listen to all their voiceovers, which I don't see a point in, but hey, it's cool. You can do it. Let me wait here for a second. Check it out, man. They do adorable things in the menu, like all of them. Like, she also has a giant exploding red panda that shoots fireballs, which is just kind of ridiculous. Let me see if I can wait and see what happened. Oh, wait a minute. I'm splicing info. I'm splicing shit out of this video, so I can just wait here. It's fine. I can just cut the shit out. Look at it! It's adorable! See it? Ah! Red... I don't know if that's a red panda, but it shoots fireballs! It's awesome! Little cat girl archer, which is cool. Main character senpai. Giant sword maiden, which is just awesome. Adorable rich boy, I guess. The hottest boy I've ever seen. Wolf boy with long white hair. It's cool. Alright, enough of the characters. What else is there? Let me just show you the gameplay. It's the important part, and the exploration. The world is absolutely beautiful. It has a real... Oh my god, is that a floating city? Apparently there's floating cities too. I just found that out. There's platforming. You can climb absolutely anything. Absolutely anything. There's collectibles very high up, vertically. The game's not grounded. It's very vertical. You can climb all over the place. You can glide around, which is just, it's kind of breathtaking the amount of collectibles you can find, and most people don't like open world games because they get redundant and old, and usually I feel the same way also. That's bullshit like that. But at first, the collectibles seemed a little, what's the word? Excessive. Like, I was collecting a lot of the same shit for a lot of the same reasons, but then later on I found out that the collectibles were actually a lot more extensive and useful than I originally thought. They did a lot of stuff. They can level up your stamina so you can run faster and climb more. They can level up your accessories, give you new skills, more exploration. The more you complete an area, the more different parts of the area and quirks of the area come into play. It's very actually just well done. And one of the coolest things about the game is the elemental effects. Like, for example, ice and fire melt. Let's see. Combine earth and fire, you can crystallize. The elemental effects are amazingly cool. They have elemental effects, you know, when you mix 2 elements, 3 elements, even 4 elements. And 20 or so hours in the game, I'm still finding new elemental effects. And that's what makes the game so fun, because depending on how many different mixes of elements you have and different character weapon types, you can do so many things in battle. Archers can aim freely, as you see, which is just amazing. I'm gonna stop talking now because I've said most of what I want about this. This is just dead footage at this point until I get other shit that I want recorded. And I can't pause this shit as far as I'm concerned, so I'm gonna just fucking ramble. Why am I fucking fighting this thing with fire thing? Yeah, it's a lightning bolt. Overly really cool for no reason. Ow! Shitbird. BRB. I wasn't actually leaving, but okay. Let's see. I need to showcase some of the elemental effects in detail. Let's see. Definitely lightning.
I'll keep an eye on you.
Lightning and water, I believe.
We can do this!
Okay, like I said, depending on which character elements you mix, you can get lots of different effects. I'm trying to figure out which elements give the best effects. This will work out. Like, what kept me playing with Genshin Impact is the combat system and the mechanics. Like I said, I'm still discovering new elemental effects and combinations 20 or so hours in the game, which is crazy. And it's always fun to mess with the elements and, like, do crazy field effects. For example, I'm going to try to show you in a minute. If you're fighting water enemies and you hit them with lightning, you get electrified or something, and then you hit them with fire and they explode. It's just, you can mix not only two things but three things together, which is like the amount of stuff you can do is insane. You can get frozen if you're hit with the ice. Let me just show you because I don't even remember them all. Like, have not memorized all the damn elemental effects. But manipulating the battlefield to do this is never boring. You know what? I'll just show off a boss fight. That seems like it might be best. Oh, the fucking ice plant. So let's do that. I don't need Ice Boy for this, because I'm fucking ice plant. Excuse me, I just burped in the microphone. I don't care, because I'm cutting this out. Like, I showed my friend this game, and I was like, hey, dude, you want to see me fight the fucking ice dragon? And I realized it wasn't an ice dragon, it was an ice flower. And I was like, I'm sorry, I just built that up. It was just an ice flower, not an ice dragon. But it's still cool. It's okay. I mean, it's not as cool as an ice dragon, but it's cool enough. Alright, Ice Boy, I don't need you here right now. Alright.
Just sharpen my spear!
See, before you unlock boss fights, the bosses don't show up on the map. So, I was exploring, and I just happened to fall down here! And then I just fell into this boss fight, and it wrecked me. Alright. Like I said, archers can aim freely, and if you hit enemies in weak spots, you get automatic critical attacks. The elemental damage is corresponding color, so you always know what amount of element you're doing. You always know what kind of elemental damage you're doing just by the color. So it being color coded is extremely nice, and it mixes together. As you see, lightning. You mix lightning with. Well, it doesn't do anything.
Let's spark things up a little.
I might have actually overloaded. There you go. I think overloaded is lightning and fire, so it basically explodes and causes AoE damage. Crystallize, which is, I believe, ice and earth. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, man. Oh, yeah, the boss fights are very tough. Oh, like I said, this chick has... She can throw an exploding little doll. It's cool. Like, all the character special moves are unique to the character. And there's tons of characters. So the amount of stuff and personality in this game is overwhelming. Like, I have leveled up every character I have equally. I can't pick, and you honestly don't have to pick because, like I said, the elemental effects on top of the elements of the character, the weapon type, be it spears or magic or great swords or single swords, it all matters. You can honestly, in fact, I'm gonna not win. Okay, well, yeah, boss fights are difficult, and this is what happens when you aren't prepared, which is what I mean. Picking the right team with the right elemental effects is extremely crucial, or this will happen to you. It's not cool, so I'm just gonna let this thing have me. Go ahead, ice flower, I give up. Still adorable, though, so you can kill me, but I'm still adorable. Okay, come on, man, hurry it up. I'm adorable and exhausted over here. You know what? I'm not playing games! Kill me! It's funny that I try to die and it takes forever. Alright. Here we go. Alright, so what else do we need to cover with a review? Oh, cooking. You can cook lots of things. See if I can find... I think there actually is a little cooking thing around here. I'm wrong. There's no cooking thing. What else do I need to cover for the review? There's tons of achievements you can get doing various things, unlocking the little crystal things, which you use to make wishes, which, you know, give you new characters. And I'll be honest with you, the game is set up to make sure when you make wishes, which is like the drawing, you know, characters, weapons, etc. The game is set up so you automatically have to get some characters. Like, the game makes sure you get some characters sooner or later. Like, I think the first... when the game came out, I'm pretty sure the game locked you into getting at least a quarter of the characters that were unlockable easily, and then the chances go down. So it's kind of feels like they kind of like rope you in and kind of cheat you. But they do make sure you get characters, and it's random. So you play with people, and you play with people, you co-op with your friends. Everybody seems to have different characters in the beginning, and I find that awesome because, you know, you can see your friend has a character you want and see how they play. It's kind of exciting because, like, the fact that they don't ever give starting players the same characters, it gives you a chance, you know, to see how the characters in action and like kind of have something to look forward to. There's events that are updated all the time. The cool thing about new characters is when they come out, they let you test run them. So, in fact, let's test run her out right now. See how she is. And try. Like, every time I think I'm bored with this game and that there's not going to be a character that excites me, I go into the little test run thing and I try one out. And I'm immediately mesmerized. Use aim shot can be charged twice, and when such an arrow hits, it will cause a frost flake to burst and deal AoE cryo damage. That's cool as hell. Let's see. Ice Archer, already have a cat girl Ice Archer. What value do you have to me? Okay, you can charge twice. That's kind of sick.
Next on the agenda.
You've got a good voice. You have horns? She's got horns. Look at her thighs. Her thighs are huge. The horns are adorable. I like the blue hair. Okay, see what you're
No touching.
Ice flower? Okay, I'm guessing it explodes. Okay, her default attacks are different. That's nice. Alright, let's test her out in battle. I want her! Damn it! I'm never gonna get her! It's gonna be hours of spending lots of fucking time collecting crystals or spending real money to get this character. I'm not ever gonna get her. All the characters I want, I don't get. Except Wolf Boy. Wolf Boy I got by some... Does it explode if I shoot it? No, it just explodes later.
Let the show begin!
I do have her! Barbara, the water song mage. She's very nice. As you can see, water against the water monsters are immune. Let's see.
Dodge this.
Melt and fire.
No touching.
Frozen with ice. The water. Yeah, ice and water will freeze the enemies. Like I said, the elemental effects are so fun to mess around with.
Next on the agenda. All hail.
battlefields explode with bursts of colors and elemental effects and colored font damage. It's extremely just amazing to watch. It is a blast. The game honestly shines the most when you're fighting multiple enemies at once, like this. And unfortunately, unless you're in an event or one of the challenge levels, this doesn't happen often in the field, and it's extremely disappointing because the game's combat system absolutely shines when you're fighting lots of enemies with lots of characters. It would be cool if multiple characters could fight at the same time, which is something I am actually extremely disappointed in. I don't really know how it would work, so I think they did the best they can. Co-op's honestly your best bet to do this. If you can find a friend you can synchronize with, and you have characters that work together, the co-op is really fun.
Ready, steady, go!
Hey, come on, Barbara's just adorable. There's so many adorable characters in this game, it's ridiculous. I get overloaded.
All hail!
I actually played their previous game too, Honkai Impact. I like that too, but like, oh god, that game it sucked up so many hours of my life, and I felt like that game was a lot less developed. The level up systems in that felt really, really hollow. And this game is guilty of hollow progression and leveling up as well. Not as extensively as Honkai Impact, but it's still pretty bad. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. I don't want to do this again. Goodbye. I should go over the map too. Out of all the discoveries, there's... I forgot what these things are called. They're little watchtowers. Finding them will unveil parts of the map. As you can see, I have one over here I have not found yet. And finding them and getting to them is actually kind of a crazy process, because seeing the map is extremely helpful. And if you can't see a map for such a long period of time, it's extremely dangerous. And if you go into areas of the game where you're not properly leveled, you can die very, very easily. You have the wrong element, wrong team element. You fall into the wrong group of enemies. It will be over. You can run into a boss fight, and that will be it for you too. So getting to these little watchtowers it's kind of a fun, scary process. I've actually avoided doing some of the ones I haven't found yet because it's actually this amount of space on the map is a long way to get through. I think getting through this amount of space it took me about 30 minutes or 25 to 30 minutes to get through that amount of space to the watchtower, and that's relative to what you're gonna find, which way you're gonna go, if you're gonna veer off the path and get collectibles. And, you know, that ice flower thing, I found that by accident, and it was terrifying. Alright, you can find teleportation points, which are like the smaller watchtower icons. There's live events, you know, groups of enemies that raise character affection. There's dungeons you can unlock and find. And the dungeons are very cool because you get crystals for just discovering them, and each day of the week the rewards change, and you can do higher level difficulties, get higher level rewards, and it's finding all the dungeons is really cool, and I've done very few of them, and they're all co-op, which is awesome, because the fact that this game's combat system works so well, and the fact that it is possible to play this in online co-op, and as far as I'm concerned, it works fairly well for what it's worth. So it's kind of an amazing thing that this game is even free. I sometimes play this and it's like, why is this game free? And then I realize that I have a fifth of the characters and I'm not getting any more, and I'm having the need to spend real money. I was like, that's why the game is free. So that annoying part of, you know, the free gacha games is there. It's not gonna go away. What else can you discover? I think that's about all the discoveries. The boss symbols are right here. These things. Osanid. I think I tried to fight that thing once and it wrecked my shit. Okay, here's something I need to go over. The archive is extensive. As you can see, archive entries unlocked 380. Everything from every piece of equipment you've ever found, ranked by rarity. And the weapon designs in this game are extremely cool. Like, the amount of stuff I've found is crazy. And every single weapon, which is what I meant about... Let me find it. Every single weapon you get can be leveled up a lot. Every single weapon can be ascended. At first, a weapon and character max level is at 20, but you can ascend them up to 6 times. Every time it raises the max level by 20. And this is where the kind of shallow progression comes into play. As you can see, this weapon has a base attack, and it has an attack plus 23%. Every weapon has a unique extra skill. Energy recharge, elemental mastery, HP, lots of stuff. And you can't really modify these, which is, it's a shame, because if there was more customization in the skills with the weapons, it would be a lot more fun to level them up. Of course, when you level the weapons up, the base attack levels up, and as well as the attached skill. And as far as I'm aware, the attached skill is randomized, so you could get the same flute sword it will have, instead of base attack 23%, maybe defense. So that's kind of cool. But it does get very boring to level up the same weapon over and over and over and over again. Now, the unique thing about the weapons that makes it very fun and almost makes it worth it is the refine feature. If you get a same copy of the same weapon, you can combine it into the weapon you have and level up its unique skill. And unique skills are my favorite part. As you see, refinement rank 1. Let me open it up a little bit. After damaging an opponent with an elemental skill, the skill has a 40% chance to end its own cooldown. Can only occur every 30 seconds. So you can refine with those unique skills 5 times, and it will probably raise the percentage and lower the amount of time you can not use it for. And some of the special skills are really, really cool. Like, charge attacks on weak points deal an additional 100% damage. That's extensive. That water, ice flower... The ice flower thing was fighting with the fire archer. If I had this on her and I hit that thing, it would do a lot of damage. Like, that's 100% extra damage to a critical hit is crazy. Let's find another cool skill to show off. Oh, the catalyst stuff. The spellcasters have their weapons have a lot of crazy, awesome skills. Normal and charged attacks have a 50% chance to fire a Bolt of Perception, dealing 240% attack damage. This bolt can bounce between opponents a maximum of 4 times. So you shoot lightning and it hits somebody, and it does 240% your damage, and it jumps around to other fucking characters. It's a lightning bolt. So, like, finding a weapon you really like and leveling it up over and over and over again can actually be pretty fun if you find a weapon you're attached to. And jumping around between weapons actually does have purpose because of those special skills, and that's the only reason. If they didn't have those, it'd be really pointless. Unfortunately, the characters suffer kind of the same situation. You can level them up over and over and over and over and over and over again. They don't really do anything special. The artifacts save this, though, because like I said, you can combine artifacts. Every artifact has multiple skills attached to it. You can mix together different sets of equipment and get, what are they called? Set bonuses, right over there on the right. Adventure handbook, I need to go through that too. Commissions are like daily quests. Experience is milestones you get in the complete story. Upgrading artifacts, just doing things for the first time around the game. And they give you, money, experience crystals. Domains are the dungeons I spoke about. Spiral Abyss is like a survival mode. There's a... What is this called? I guess a monster guide. I guess a collection of monsters. You can see every monster in the game you fought. You can organize them by boss, heavy monsters, normal monsters. The fact that the game chronicles and archives so much, you never have to wonder what something does, wonder where something is, and wonder what something drops, which kind of defeats the purpose and kind of ruins the exploration, but it's still nice to have everything archived. So you never have to wonder, where was that monster at? What do I need? How do I find this? So you can find equipment. There's a giant archive of all the materials in the game, all the food you've learned how to cook. Cooking food can level up to 5 times. Depending on which character cooks which food, they can have different effects for specific food. You can collect lots of books, which at this point don't seem to do anything. But there's lots of reading if you want to. As for the story, I don't think the story is anything special, but it harshly depends on the character you're following. Every character has their own little mini story, quest chain, and some of the characters actually really interested me. Like the depth of the story and the weight of the story is going to really depend on which character you're following and how much you like them. I think I followed a character just recently that I think he was a artist. He was an artist, I believe. I think was one of the newest boy characters, and like he was really nice to play through. I liked his character, I liked his voice, so I listened to all the cutscenes. I didn't skip through them. Some of the characters I just don't care about, so I just skip through them. But that's kind of the joy of Genshin Impact. Is like you really just vibe with certain characters, and you'll just grow attached to them. Geography. Oh, like viewpoints. Pretty views you can find and discover, which is just a nice little bonus. Oh, see, that's kind of disappointing. I actually just figured this out myself. You can see all the characters you haven't unlocked, which kind of ruins the surprise. But now I want so many characters, and I see why they did it now. And I actually have a lot more characters than I thought I did. That's actually kind of disappointing. Well, yeah, there's not as many characters as I thought. Who is this adorable thing? Who is this adorable thing? Oh, man. This is a problem. Twin Tails! Sexy fire boy. Adorable little lilac-haired girl. You look really mean. Cute boy. Edgy boy. You a boy or girl? Is that a stick? No. Okay, yeah. I want them all. Pretty sure that's everything I need to cover in the review. I should probably show off cooking if I can find it. Show off some other characters before I cut this off. Like I said, this is just me gathering footage for the review that's coming up. So a lot of this video is just kind of me rambling and jumping around between stuff.
I'll watch your back.
As for the voice acting, that's something else I should kind of discuss. Some of the characters' voice acting is fantastic. Other characters sound like they got pulled off Craigslist, and it sounds horrid. One of my favorite characters, visually and combat-wise,
My demon-expelling mantra is ready.
has one of the worst voices I've ever heard, and horrible acting and pronunciation. That guy. Other characters like her. Come on, talk. Ugh. Spate!
Let's make haste.
Have better voices.
All right, let's go.
At the ready.
I'm actually a little bit concerned that this game is so addicting to me, because like I've spent way too many hours on it. But there's worse things to be addicted to than this game. Alright, let's see. And again, the environments are absolutely breathtaking. When it comes to games like this, I find a lot of pleasure and satisfaction in the simple things. For example... Okay, I think one of my characters has a friendship level of 2.
Need my help?
For example, taking photos is nothing spectacular, but you can do a lot of stuff with it. And like I said, the characters are absolutely fucking endearing and adorable and just amazingly designed. So much personality. So you can just, go to your favorite locations, take a picture, have crazy effects, blur the background as much as you want. Close-up camera, which makes the characters look at the camera. Hide the characters if you want to just take a picture of the environment. Standby, thinking. And depending on their friendship levels, you can unlock different expressions, which is not really a good reward for a friendship level. And those expressions are kind of lacking, so it's not really much. But, let's see. And if you wait for a moment, they'll do their little adorable idle pose, which I find amazing. And each character has about 3 of them. And of course, she scratches her head like a cat. But little things like this make Genshin Impact extremely fun to play because, like I said, you're going to find characters you really love. You're going to want to unlock even the smallest things with them. Different expressions for pictures, different costumes. Alright, that's pretty much everything. Alright, we're out. I'm out, guys. It's been fun. Hopefully, the Anonymous Agony podcast will be out very soon. It is already recorded. I just have to splice it together. And, shuffle through all my dead mom's stuff, which is going to take...
Lizard tail, pepper, star conch.
And my controller went dead,
What
so
else do we
that's
need
really
to
the universe
make in
telling me
this
I'm out.
deep
Alright,
and
see you guys later. The
disgusting
full
cocktail?
review of this will be edited and up probably within a week. So, later. I'm trying to stop broadcasting. I obviously don't do